welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' season, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Raging Cajuns will kick it off to get us underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Split backs here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And the Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to take off. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And the Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Past the 45. And they're able to make the tackle. The Golden Flashes moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Golden Flashes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. from the gun. Give on the inside. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Under fire. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. They put the first points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kent State, 7, Louisiana.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Paul. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Summers. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Using the quick game. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
And the Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. There he goes. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, it's the second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones. He deserves some more looks.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Off play action on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowding this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hands to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Here we go. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. The Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Skips away from pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Caught in the backfield. It's great. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I think giving that up, man, you got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Now on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line to go for it in that situation of the field at this juncture of the game, but this head coach does, and his offense shows you why. Great job up front getting some push, and the running back knew exactly.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the golden flashes look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. On the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback keeper. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the grab. It's Dennis. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Power football with the run. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Dances away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par 5. There's no time and no place for that. We don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. I don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the 1st down, through the interception, but no harm.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the 1st play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's gonna wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Golden Flashes will kick it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Yeah, and the QB, tell you what, he does a good job of buying time, scrambling outside of the pocket to the left, but the defense holds true, understands their responsibilities. You can't just leave my guys deep. Good coverage, which leads to the overthrow.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
You knew this first possession of the second half. It goes a long way deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out. Great job setting up a third and long, getting a stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it behind the line. It's Gray. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Daniels. Got it in the middle. It's Paul.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Raging Cajuns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the heat. Forced out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
He's brought down at the 36.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Floats it out in space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Golden Flashes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Ready. Kill, kill, kill.
Right back to the well. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the run, now to throw. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Kent State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
21, Louisiana, 14. Return runs out of bounds.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last... There he goes! Got enough for the first down. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, That's always a bad feeling when you're holding your gap and then you turn around and all you see is the back of his jersey. The guy running down the field, chewing up all those yards.
And tell the truth, when defensive linemen go after him, do they really think they're going to catch him?
Absolutely not. I play defensive line.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Paul. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Takes a handoff. It's great. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's great. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Golden Flashes are on the move. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The golden flashes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Leaves it with the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll move the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He wants a big play here late. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Throws to the wideout. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.